So, today we'll be looking at a scenario where Africa has a massive civil war. So, we have Ethiopia finishing their dam over the Blue Nile, and that connects with the Nile River. So, Egypt doesn't really like this, so they shoot missiles at it. And to Ethiopia, this is an act of war, so they declare war on Egypt. But we also have Sudan joining against Ethiopia as the Nile River flows through their country as well. But we do have Eritrea and Djibouti joining in. But this isn't all of Africa. This is another scenario I did. So, we're going to be having Libya and Algeria and Chad joining in on this war. But then we have Central African Republic joining on that side. But we need lots of countries joining in. So, we have Kenya joining in on the blue team, so that kind of does something. Although they do like Ethiopia, they're in favor more of Egypt in this scenario. But with this, we have Southern Africa, led by South Africa, going against this. Oh wow. And a lot of them join in on the other side. We have the Republic of the Congo, not liking Democratic Republic of the Congo, obviously. So we have them declaring war and joining on the red team. But with this, we have quite a lot of things happening. Now we have Cameroon joining on the side. But the blue team looks really, really strong. Well, we have Nigeria, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, Benin, Togo, Ghana, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Ivory Coast. And then here is just kind of, it's like 1914. It just explodes. So then we have Liberia, these countries, which I know the name of, I just forget. Then we have the Gambia. And whichever side Morocco joins in would probably dictate how the rest of this war may go. But we do have them joining on the blue team. With that, we have Tanzania joining in and Eritrea. But with Morocco joining in, we have Western Sahara, who's already at war with them, being on, that side. But we do have Zambia and Madagascar joining in on the blue team against, on the red team against the blue team. So this is a very interesting way of doing it, but there's other ways I could have done it, but this is a way I think would be very interesting. So we have the red team pushing into Gabon and taking over the country of Equatorial Guinea. After them pushing into Gabon, they expect them to surrender, but Gabon does not. So that's a bit annoying for them, especially because this starts to happen, which is no good for them. Then down here, we have Mozambique getting invaded. And then also Zambia. But with Angola, we do have them pushing into the Democratic Republic of the Congo. and even managing to meet up with our exclave and take away the coast of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which isn't great for them, as it is the only coast they do have. So they order their troops to come out of northern Republic of the Congo, and they set them for pushing back Angola, which goes pretty well. But with this, we do have the Republic of the Congo pushing pushing the Democratic Republic of the Congo out of their country even more. And it proves useless for the Democratic Republic of the Congo, as they are not able to retake their coast. Although, over here, we do have Sudan coming to Eritrea and snaking along the coast and taking the coast of that with the help of Egypt. Then we have South Sudan joining in on the red team as a rebelling state. Same thing with Somaliland. So the red team uses these rebelling states to their advantage, and they cut off Somalia over here, which leaves Somaliland to push into Somalia over here. Then we have them cutting them off over here, which leaves this part to surrender, although they do have troubles with Kenya troops in Somalia over here. Speaking of Kenya, we have them pushing into Ethiopia a little bit. Then we have Uganda pushing into South Sudan to try and help their buddy. And they do pretty well with the help of Tanzania and Kenya. Then, up north, we have Egypt pushing into Libya and capturing the coast, capturing a large amount of their coast. Then we have them also pushing into southern Libya to try and meet up with their friend over here. Now with the red team all connected up, barely, but still connected up, we have them we have them essentially saying, we'll use Western Sahara, Algeria, and Chad as kind of like just a waste of blue team's time, and take out the East African Federation people as soon as possible, as they are pretty strong. But we have what Morocco already has out of Western Sahara, which looks something along the lines of this. It's something like this, and with the help of Eritrea, which isn't a strong country, but is able to help Morocco with this, all of Western Sahara falls. And we have them pushing into southern Algeria and attempting to take a large amount of the coast. Tanzania is quite annoying for the red team up here, as they may not have the greatest military. Most of the Algerians are over here in Morocco, and the Libyans in Egypt, so they are able to get quite a lot of their coasts and a lot of land in general. Then we have Nigeria pushing into Cameroon and taking over a large amount of their country, and even pushing into Chad and the Central African Republic. Then we have all of Gabon falling to the red team. But we do have Democratic Republic of the Congo troops pushing into the Republic of the Congo and splitting it into two. And splitting it into two. In this northern side does surrender, but this southern side, with the help of Angola, does still exist. We have Angola pushing into the Democratic Republic of the Congo a bit, but they don't gain too much land from it. We have the Democratic Republic of the Congo with so many fronts to deal with, but down here in Zambia, they do make quite a lot of progress. They push down to Malawi and capture this entire lake, which is mostly in the country. So this leaves Malawi no choice, so they do surrender. And we have the blue team continuing to push into Southern Africa, but with South African troops from South Africa and mostly South Africa and Namibia coming up. We do have these fronts getting pushed back, and we even have bits of Malawi getting liberated. So we have them getting pushed back, but they do manage to hold onto this lake. We have South Sudan continuing to diminish, but the red team needs this connection over here, so they hold on to it fiercely. We have all of Eritrea surrendering, and then we do have more and more of Somalia getting captured. Then we have all of the Kenyans getting pushed out of Ethiopia, and they start to get pushed back. Then we have all of Somalia surrendering to Ethiopia, and then we have Ethiopia pushing into pushing back into Eritrea, and they cut off this part here, which they eventually push into, and the entire section surrenders. Then we have Niger attempting to connect with the blue team over here. Then we also have Sudan pushing over here to try and connect over here as well, which this is kind of stupid, but this is what they're attempting to do. Very stupid things, but yeah. But with Lake Chad, which is already getting really, really small, Chad doesn't even own it anymore, so it's now called Lake Nigeria. And this is where I'm going to have to end it for part 1 of the series. But if you did enjoy, please subscribe, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.